We have never enjoyed stable electricity. Everybody knows I'm also in Nigeria. I live here, and I've lived there all my life. But what happened in the last 2 months? It's also the issue of subsidy. All the subsidies that we have been enjoying since like 10...
How does the government pay subsidy on power? Because
I will explain that. The subsidy that we have been enjoying, they have not been fully funded by governments. So they have been accumulating as a debt to the generating companies, to transmission companies. And the companies have continued to produce and generate and transmit.
Let me pause.
I'm coming, let me just land on this, despite the huge debt. But in February, they came up and said, government, you are owing us 1.3 trillion for generation. The gas companies are saying you are owing us $1.3 billion for supplying gas. You must start paying us now, except unless we will not produce again. And production or generation went down from 4,500 megawatts down to 3,000 megawatts. That was why you noticed that nationwide blackout in February. It was deliberate. The people refused. So it took me so much effort and energy to go around, still appealing to them that government has them in mind, that will start paying down now. That is what cost.
This is why I wanted you to pause, because I wanted, what I asked, many Nigerians have that issue. They are not clear. So let me try to illustrate it. This is the Nigerian consumer. What we are paying is not cost reflective.
It's not.
We are not paying the true value of the tariff which we're paying.
Yes.
Government is saying, because I know you cannot afford it, you cannot afford it, I will pay subsidy to the Gencos. This is the Gencos. They are the ones generating. And this is a cost for their own generation. So, for example, generation is saying, okay, for me to produce for you, this is going to be 1,000 naira.
Yes.
But you can't afford 1,000 naira. You can only pay 100 naira. Me as government, I'll pay 900. That 900, they've been owing Gencos. They are not paying Gencos. Gencos now saying, this 900 you're not paying me, I'll be producing, no. But now that, after I say, I'm not producing.
No, this is a new administration.
Pay us.
Let us.
So that's the issue. That's the subsidy part.
Let us compel them to start payments.
Okay, so we are clear.
You understand?
So we are clear on
Thank
that.
You very much. Okay. Because the past administration was outgoing. We didn't have much to squeeze out of them. But this is a renewed hope agenda administration. They are saying, oh, let us pull our weights for them to know that we're important, so that they can start paying down on the debt. You have illustrated the subsidy.
So now let me just add, because I like Amaka and Ramat coming here.
Yes.
Just so that we are clear, because I like what I like about this show is that we break it down for Nigerians to understand.
Yes.
So what you're now saying, this 900 that I'm owing you, how do I find this money? You Banana Island people, you Band A people, right? You can afford. Pay some of it, because I'm owing them X trillion.
Does it go into
that's even going forward. That one is a legacy debt now.
Oh, so the money you're collecting from us is not to offset legacy.
It's not to offset.
What is the money for? What is this extra money that you're going to be collecting?
To ensure that we don't add more to the existing debts.
Yes,
Because production is ongoing. Just in 1 minute, you have just said it. You have hit the point now. Cost reflective, for sake of argument, is 120 naira. Ordinarily, if people are allowed to pay 120 naira, sincerely, there will be sustainability and continuity of this sector. Nobody will shout. Because out of the 120, the value chain is 3 segments: generation, transmission, and distribution. The cost to the Gencos, the capital investment, operation and maintenance cost, staff cost, 60 naira. There's a transmission company, which is the owner of the national grid, that undertakes the long distance transportation of power from the point of production to the point of distribution. That is TCN. Their own cost is 10 naira. The distribution companies that we have across Nigeria that takes power to the doorstep of households, businesses, and industries, their own is 50 naira. So total is 120 that you should pay as a consumer. The distributors, the discos, are the closest to the people.
So they
are the one that collect of everybody. Once they collect 120, they will remove 50 naira at source. They'll give
transmission
70 to embed, that is the middleman. 10 naira from it will go to transmission, 60 will go to generation. The government said, no, I want my people to enjoy cheap electricity. Don't pay 120 naira. Pay 60 naira. That is 50% subsidy. And I will add 60 naira.
When did it start?
It has started since. I'm coming to that.
It was not open.
Yeah, it was not. We have transparency now. Power sector has always been run like a cult.